Hey guys, there won't be much comedy in this one. Sometimes, I just want to share some important information without focusing on comedy. I also want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for subscribing and taking the time to tune into this channel. I really appreciate it. Now let's get on with the show. Welcome, ladies and
gentlemen. Justin Trudeau, also known as the King Jackass. He hired a foreign hunter to fly on a helicopter and hunt deer with a restricted AR-15, silencer, and 30 meg rounds. This ended up costing Canadian taxpayers over $800,000. Let's listen in.
In December, the Trudeau government actually paid marksmen from the United States and New Zealand to fly around in helicopters to shoot invasive deer on Sidney Island, British Columbia. Parks Canada says the cost to Canadian taxpayers for this was $834,000. They confirmed 84 deer were culled, which works out to about $10,000 a deer. Even worse, the Trudeau government permitted these foreign hunters to use restricted AR-15 rifles equipped with prohibited silencers and prohibited 30-round magazines, all while they're taking firearms away from Canadian hunters. Leader, why did the Jagmeet Singh, Justin Trudeau government think this was a good idea?
I don't know. Do not have the information that underlying the need to engage in this culling of deers.
Did he say deers?
A culling of deers.
Now, I'm an Englishman, so I'm not sure what the official language is in Canada. I believe they speak Canadian. And I'm pretty sure he's speaking bad Canadian. It's deer, not deers, my good sir. I guess we can't expect too much when the jackass starts the answer with I don't know.
I am going to make an assumption, and what I rarely make assumptions in this place, but I'm going to make the assumption that it was based upon proper and appropriate input from the authorities, whether provincial, territorial, or federal on the ground. And in that regard, I will certainly raise your concerns about the cost and other matters with the relevant minister.
To top it all off, Parks Canada also confirmed that 20% of the deer culled by the foreign hunters were the wrong species of deer. The Prime Minister proves time and time again that he is not worth the cost, doesn't he, Leader?
I think the answer to that question is no, but...
Did he say Justin Trudeau is not worth the cost? This jackass is interesting to me. He amuses me.
But I congratulate you, honourable colleague, on managing to get 3 or 4 of your catchphrases in a very brief question.
Well, you mentioned proper input, and the question is, why were the local residents, BC hunters, not consulted on this? So my question also concerns the invasive deer cull in December. I strongly suspect if given the chance, local BC hunters would have gladly paid for tags or permits to participate in this cull, instead of having Canadian taxpayers bear the cost of $834,000. This could have provided food for their families. They wouldn't have fired semi-automatic rifles from a helicopter while doing so. So I also suspect local hunters would have shot the correct species of deer. So, Leader, if the government was intent on going ahead with this, why weren't local BC hunters not asked to participate?
I mean, it's a fair question. I certainly will add that to the question that I will address to the minister.
Does this jackass know anything? That's 3, I don't know, in a row. I think he's lost. He put on a suit this morning. Now he has no idea how he ended up here.
Given the waste of money and the utter lack of common sense displayed so far, is the Trudeau government considering any changes to the next phase of its deer cull on Sidney Island?
Thank you. Once again, I now have an even longer list of questions that I will address to the minister, and I undertake to do so.
Why am I not surprised? Another I don't know. There you have it, ladies and
gentlemen. Justin Trudeau wants to confiscate guns from hunters, but he goes ahead and hires foreign hunters with all the prohibited attachments. And guess who's paying for it? That's right, it's our hard-earned tax money. Can anyone explain the logic behind this? Honestly, I've stopped being surprised with this government. Thank you for taking your valuable time to be here with me. If you liked what I shared, please think about subscribing. Take care, my friends.